Hi, welcome to the Boardshop Surfboard review here at boardshop.co.uk. Today we're looking at a board which we've developed in conjunction with Christian Bradley of Bradley Surfboards. We started work on this about 6 months ago and we imaginatively called it the Mr. Bean because we needed a board that was a great all-rounder, lots of options, and a whole wide range of people could surf in a wide range of conditions. And so we developed the Mr. Bean. The aim of this board is as a step down for somebody coming off a bigger board, like a big mini-man or a longboard, where you want to take the next step to progress, but your ability or the waves really aren't conducive to riding a shortboard. But also, the Mr. Bean is a one-board quiver that suits 95% of people who surf and 95% of the waves that you're ever likely to surf. So the ethos of the Mr. Bean is easy paddling, wave catching, nice and stable, very forgiving to surf, not going to flick you off if you get your feet in the wrong position, but a board that suits a lot of people. So a little bit of spec of the board first. Nice big sweet spot through the middle, big flat area, so it's very, very stable. When you pop to your feet, if you're a bit slow getting to your feet, or if you don't get feet in quite the right position straight away, it's not going to flick you off. Nice bit of volume through the chest area, through the middle of the board, down the stringer to give you the stability, but also to give you plenty of paddle power. This board paddles in quicker than a hybrid. It's more longboardy, big mini-mally in its paddling than it is shortboarding. Medium nose rocker, not too much, but enough that you're not going to dig the nose in if the surf's a bit better or a bit punchier, and fairly low tail rocker as well. The low tail rocker helps you with the paddling, maintains the speed, helps you accelerate paddling more quickly, but also carries the speed through poorer sections of the wave. We are so stoked with how this board's turned out. This is the first prototype we had about 3 or 4 months ago, and we've all been surfing it. It's a 6.0, 38 and a bit litres, and it couldn't have turned out any better. If you're looking at options, stepping down from a bigger board, or you're looking at one board that is fun, easy to surf, you can still turn and still progress on, the Mr. Bean is a brilliant option. You might be looking at Firewire Greedy Beavers or something of that ilk, or Takayama Scorpions, but look no further. The Mr. Bean is a perfect alternative to those boards. And in the PU build, it's still got that nice PU pop and the more responsive feel that you get sometimes over some epoxy boards. We've set it up as a thruster. No need really to surf it as a quad because it generates plenty of speed on its own and it feels loose. Get your back foot over the fins if you're a better surfer, and it's very responsive. It feels more like a hybrid than a kind of a more blocky mini-mally type experience when you actually surf it. So it'll go in anything from knee-high. We've surfed it on the south coast in knee-high waves. It cruises along, and it'll handle anything up to probably good head high, maybe even a little bit bigger in clean lined up conditions. Get the volume right, get the size right for where you're at with your surfing, and you will be stoked to own the Mr. Bean. So volume wise, as I said, this is a 6.0, which we've been surfing, 38.7 litres. Now my normal grovel volume is 34, 35 litres, and I thought, yeah, this is going to feel a bit planky, it's going to feel a bit stiff and a bit too big, but completely not. The rocker line, the rail line, how Christian set the board up means it works absolutely perfectly to maximise your wave count. Get in early if you're in a competitive paddling environment, but also a lot of fun cruising, turning it right off the tail. It's a responsive board. Now we do it right from 6.0 all the way up to 6.10. 6.10 comes in at about 50 or so litres. So no matter how big you are, your weight, your skill level, there is a board in the Mr. Bean range to suit your surfing. Now cruelly, some people have said I look a bit like Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson, but that has absolutely no influence at all on the naming of this board. Christian named it himself, so there we are. The 6.0 surfed it with the medium alpha fins from Futures. Those fins, like the FCS Neo Glass fins, are absolutely perfect. Mid-range stiffness, not too stiff to overpower the board, but enough stiffness in the fin to give you a bit of drive and that bit of control that you need. So if you're looking for a mid-lengthy type board, head for the bigger sizes. If you're a decent surfer and you want something that's going to maximise your fun and you don't fancy going down to a 5/6 groveler, then check out the Mr. Bean, it's a winner. As always, you can customise it, you can get some colour added. The stock boards we have don't have the Union Jack graphic on the back, they're just plain white, because that did put off some of our European customers. Available on 0% finance. Trade in your old board against a new Mr. Bean. If you're stepping down, you want to get rid of that big mini mail or what have you, we're happy to take any trade-ins against it. Online now at Boardshop, get buying, and please subscribe to our channel on YouTube if you haven't already, because there's lots of good videos on there right now. And that's it, the Mr. Bean from Christian Bradley. Thanks for watching.